Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Trail Talk. You got me cutting my eyes to the computer screen. I would just make sure we were live. I'm so glad you could join us today. I'm very excited to introduce our guest to you. This is Abbigail Billings, and I'm going to try to do this right, Abbigail. Abigail is currently serving as Miss Teen USA Miss Teen United States or USA, which is it?
United States.
Okay, Miss Teen United States Agriculture, Cotton County. That is I bet every inch of your
right here it says United States, and then right here it's the whole title.
Oh, it's the whole thing. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of words to put on that. Well, congratulations, first of all, on being selected for this honor, I would say. What is the Miss Teen United States Agriculture? What is that all about?
Well, the program is giving people opportunities to have a platform to share about agriculture and just really give people the motivation to help share, because agriculture is very important and that everyone's involved in it. My platform is that if you eat, you're involved in agriculture. And so some people just don't know that agriculture affects every day of their lives. And so that's kind of just, it's to get people to help share.
Right. Well, I love it. I mean, it's like you're just hitting people where they live. If you eat, you're involved in agriculture, because I mean, it's pretty easy for people to just take for granted that they will have food on their plates, that they can go to a grocery or a market somewhere and be able to buy produce or meat. And I mean, any food, whether it's been highly processed or fresh from the farm, the agriculture, I guess the agriculture business is wholly responsible for all of that. And I think that's easy for people to just overlook. And I'm really, I think that's really smart for you to just to be very plain spoken about how agriculture affects people. So you're from here in Duncan, right?
Yes, I am.
Last year, you were a guest on Trail Talk, and you were representing the Mini Hereford Association.
I was.
So when you like now you're the Miss Teen USA Agriculture, can you only be crowned for one of those organizations at a time? Is there kind of like a rule about that?
Not that I'm sure some organizations might, but I've never had to choose between one or the other. I've once held 3 titles.
Right now you have 3 titles?
No.
Oh.
A few years ago.
Oh, a couple of years ago. Okay. So is this the only title that you have at this time?
Yes, it is.
And so you said, this gives you opportunity to, you have a platform and you have a chance to talk to people, motivate people. How is it that you do that? What kind of opportunities do you have?
Well, one of the many opportunities I have is getting to go to schools and doing what we call Ag in the Classroom. I just get to go to schools, and I get to, usually I do like a hands-on activity, or sometimes I read a book, and I just teach kids like the importance of to know where their food comes from.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a great program. Ag in the Classroom, they have a lot of really fun and creative things that they do. And so I love it that you're a part of that. Are you kind of required to do a certain amount of that while holding this position?
I wouldn't say we're required, but the more we do, the more points we get. And I believe a certain amount of points you get to go on to compete for the next level, or kind of like that, where right now I hold a county position, but next week I can compete, no, this week, sorry, for a state position. And in that state position, I can go to the whole US.
Right, going to a national competition.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of exciting. So actually this is a great segue. The state competition is tomorrow?
Yeah, it's it's a bunch of days. There's interviews, and we had to write papers, and there's like, sorry, I forgot the word.
Oh, that's okay.
Speeches and essays that we have to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think for 3 days.
That sounds like a lot.
It is.
So when you go, is compete, is that the right word? Is that the word you would use?
I would use that word.
Okay. So how does all that make you feel? Do you feel a lot of, are you anxious or excited, or is it stressful, or how do you feel when you're going through those?
It's a little bit of all of them. It's very stressful because of all the things we have to do, but I know once I'm going to be there, it's going to be I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it, because it's not like this one big like competition where you can't like make any mistakes, but it's really just about being able to share and having fun with what you're doing, because you know that it's what you want to be doing.
Right. And, yeah, that makes me think of something else. So why agriculture? Why is this the crown that you're seeking after? What is it about that's important to you?
I think it's just that how much it affects everybody, and we've already talked about this, but I just really think it's important for everyone to know where their food comes from and what products they consume, and just to have overall general awareness, and that it really affects me because I show cattle. And so if you would have asked me when I was little, like, do you know where like, did you know that you can where your meat comes from, or do you know what your clothes are made out of, I probably would have told you that I have no idea.
Right. Yeah, clothes, that's another thing. A lot of, unless you're really exposed to everything about agriculture, I mean, it's just like the whole food in the grocery store thing. Where do your clothes come from? That really is, I think that's great for people like you who will go into a classroom and expose, teach, inspire younger people to, be aware, and maybe even spark an interest in their own lives, and they may pursue something along those lines someday. Who knows? The agriculture business, depending on, I guess, what part you're involved in, it can be a struggle. And so to have someone like you out there promoting and educating, I would think that would be a big plus for people, and probably very glad to support you in all of this. So do you have you always kind of been involved in doing pageants?
I have been, since I was little, been involved in pageants, but I haven't really done, well, no. Yeah, I have.
You have. So What is your favorite thing about that?
I think my favorite thing about doing pageants is just all the different experiences I get to have. Because no pageant's like the same in what I'm representing, and just I think that the experience is really fun.
So do you have to have different kinds of attire for the different parts of the competition?
For Miss Agriculture, there I will have a bunch of different outfits, but the two that I'm like walking on stage for is my formal wear and then a fun wear, which I'm very excited about because I got to paint my own dress.
Oh, you painted a dress?
Yes, my fun fashion is on strawberries. And so we took this white dress and we're doing a 1950s like red polka dot look, but instead of polka dots, we're doing strawberries.
Oh my goodness, how fun. How fun. So you are just a little bit, some things about you that I know I'm going to share with the readers. You're an accomplished baker. Would you say a baker? Or is baking this your favorite thing?
Yes.
And you're also an artist. And so I can see where those two interests, those places that I love to bake. It brings me a lot of joy. I love taking something from nothing and then producing something and just watching people devour it. I love that so much. So being that creative type of person, I can see where this funwear thing was probably a pretty fun activity to do.
It really is.
So what was the process of painting the dress? I'm very interested in that.
Well, it was originally a flower petal dress, so I had the general shape of the strawberries, but I really got to go in and just add some leaves and some little seeds and stuff, and really just make it my own.
Oh, how fun. I bet I can't wait. I can't wait to see pictures. I cannot wait. That's going to be really fun to see all that. And so is that just a fun part just to show off your creativity? Is that what that part of the competition is? Or are there points accumulated through that too?
It adds points to it, and so it's just one of the many things that I'll do that adds to my overall score.
Wow. And where is this competition taking place?
Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Okay. And you say you'll be there for several days.
Yes.
Will you be competing against other young ladies from different counties in the state?
I'll be competing against 10 other ladies.
Okay.
They're all in my age division.
Okay. Oh, so is it broken down by age?
Yes, there's teen miss and all different ages.
Oh, okay. Okay. And then, so after the state level, you said is a national level. What as if you were Miss Teen USA Agriculture State, it's United States. Miss Teen United States Oklahoma, I guess would be the right way. What requirements would you have on you at that time? Would there be more like things actually required than what you have at the county level?
There would be. I would have to do a lot more, go to a lot more schools and just represent agriculture, like not at so much as a county, but as the entire state.
So do you know any of these other girls who
I
are
don't.
So you don't?
Don't.
Okay, so the potential to make new friends then is absolutely there for you, right?
Yes, I love getting to meet new people at all these events I go to who share my same interests in agriculture.
So do they have like full days planned for you guys? In my mind, I'm thinking about like Miss America, they have like all these little things planned and they show videos, of them going to do this and going to do that. Do they have a lot of just kind of downtime activities planned for you guys?
They don't have as much, but there's a lot of different events that some states go to.
And I guess you'll get to, what are all the age divisions competing at the same place at the same time?
They are. All the Oklahoma age divisions are competing this week.
Wow. That sounds like a really, really fun thing to go do.
Yes.
Wow, that is really fun. So, besides going to the classrooms and earning points, what else do you have to do to be able to go to the state competition? You said there were 10. That makes me think, like, was that like a top 10 are the ones that get to go to the?
Yes, it's the most. It's the top 10 with the most points.
Okay, so are there other ways that you earn points, or hard to do?
Just there's a lot of different ways. One of those ways is going to places and just speaking. I went to a widow's banquet and I made and gave out over 200 jars of jelly to all the widows, and I spoke about the about strawberries because that is the jelly I made, and I got to not only give them a homemade gift, but I also got to talk about agriculture.
Right. I bet that was a captive audience. I've gone to a couple of those myself doing characters from here, and those ladies are so wonderful. They just make you feel so great about going there and doing something like that for them. I'm sure they love that so much.
It was amazing getting to talk to them.
Yeah. So that is all. I mean, just a county thing, kind of thing, just with in this area. What kind of like if you are selected to be the Miss Teen for Oklahoma, are there things that you would be even more excited about getting to do?
Yes, I would be able to go a lot further in all the events I could go to, because right now I'm just kind of doing it locally, but I could do it through the whole state and just get to go to a lot of different places.
Right. I would think that would be kind of a really fun thing to look forward to and to be able to do, to travel to schools of all sizes. And there are a lot of communities in Oklahoma that are pretty much agricultural communities, very small towns, kind of remote almost. And seeing someone like you representing what they know and live every day, I would think a lot of little girls especially would think that was a really cool thing, that there's someone out there like you speaking on behalf of the thing that their families do.
It's really amazing to get to see the girls know that what they're doing, they can go and tell people about, and that it's not just they have other girls that they know that are talking about what they do and what their family does. And I just think it's really special to get to see that.
And kind of connect with them too, because you have do you guys raise any kind of crops or anything, your family?
We grow wheat for our cattle in the winter, but it's not anything else, just wheat.
Yeah, not like a big, just kind of a self-sustaining.
Yes.
Exactly. And there are a lot of, that's the kind of farm I grew up on too. We planted wheat so we could have pasture in the winter for the cattle, hay, and this, if we needed to add hay and all of those things. So, I mean, that's such a, it's such an important part of who we are in Oklahoma. And I don't know, in thinking about just the challenge that being a farmer is, having young people trying to inspire the next generation. I just think that is a fantastic thing. I'm so glad that this pageant opportunity is available, especially for someone like you who really loves it and you're passionate about that. So whenever you competed to become for Miss Cotton County, what were your goals? Did you have some goals you had set for yourself?
One of my goals this year was to be able to make it to the top 10 and to go to more schools, because that's like one of my favorite parts, really. And I got to get to go to more livestock shows and represent there.
So were there like little booths, or were you just kind of roaming, or
at livestock shows, I hand out awards and I help however I can in the ring, or if they need me outside of the ring, whether that's like getting cows or any animal checked in or to the ring, or stuff like that.
All right, just all that livestock show.
Yes.
That has to be tended to. Okay, so yeah, that's fun. I forgot that they would have someone who was kind of a royalty, or like a Miss FFA or something like that, who passed out the awards at the stock shows. I had forgotten all about that. So what would your goals be as the representative for Oklahoma?
My goals would be, as the representative of Oklahoma, to just really tell people like that they can also represent agriculture, like that it's not just a specific thing that only a few people can do, but if anyone really wanted to, they can represent and like have a platform to share whatever they want to share, whether that be agriculture, like I guess the cows they show,
like livestock or crops, or or whatever part of that. I mean, even like cotton and fabrics and things like that. There are. It's wide ranging, that's for sure. Well, do you anticipate that you will continue to take part in pageants and do things like that? Do you see this as part of your future?
I do, but I never know. I would love to continue to get to do them and just be able to share. It's really exciting for me, and I love getting to go places and just know that I get to represent a whole group of people, agriculture and all that. And so I hope to continue to do this.
Yeah, well, I hope you get to as well. So when you're in the classroom, you said sometimes you read a book or you talk to the kids. So what is a little bit of what you would tell the students in a classroom?
So every time I have thing, I will talk about one specific thing and how it involves agriculture, and then how agriculture involves them. Like I've brought my baby cow to school. School was not very happy about that, but then they got to see it, and I get to be like, this is where food comes from in agriculture. And I've taken bread and strawberry jam to school, and I've been like, you can grow strawberries at home, and you can make your own bread at home, and just involve the wheat and the strawberries and all that.
Yeah, I bet it's a little bit, maybe not as much here in Oklahoma, but there are places where uh, sometimes people don't ever see the actual fresh, like strawberry jam. They don't know it comes from, that this strawberry actually somehow gets processed into this, and to be able to
Yeah.
handle the fresh side of it and everything. What a great lesson that is. So,
Sorry.
do you have, you said you had a book or sometimes you read a book. Are there special books that you have?
Yes, the books are approved by and so they approve some books just to make sure that we're not teaching kids like false information and stuff. But I've read some books that's like how to grow your own fruits at home. It was the day I brought the strawberry jam, and it was teaching kids that they can grow their own strawberry plants. And there are some sillier books that do include Click Clack Moo and stuff like that, which they're not more focused on teaching, but they involve agriculture, and they're kind of like a way I can get the kids to listen to why I'm there at their school.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a really smart idea. I mean, you have to engage them, and when they're very young, sometimes that's really hard to keep their attention.
Yeah.
So a fun book, I'm sure, really helps. So about how long do you spend in the classroom when you go?
It really depends on what I'm doing, and we talk with the teachers a lot, maybe 30 minutes maybe, but sometimes it's way more and sometimes it's way less.
Right. And so you just kind of adjust to whatever the teacher's needs are that time.
Yes. Sometimes I meet them in their classrooms, or sometimes I meet them outside.
Like you didn't take your calf into the classroom.
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's probably a really good idea, even though the kids probably would have loved it.
Okay.
Yeah, there might have been a big mess there. The cats get a little excited. Well, Abigail, just as just a grown up who loves to talk to young people, I am just so appreciative of you, and that you just have this desire to put yourself out there and do all this extra work. I mean, this is in addition to doing art lessons and school and church and all the other things that you do. You've committed yourself to representing agriculture and making time to visit these schools. And I just appreciate that commitment in you and your willingness to work so hard to achieve goals and to really promote something that's important to you. And I think that you're doing a great job of being a role model and inspiring other young women to just kind of be willing to put in the work and follow a dream. And so I thank you very much for just, I guess, partly for being you, just being who you are, but also just for being willing to put in all that extra. That takes a big commitment. And I think you're doing a great job at all that.
Yeah.
Well, so on behalf of agriculture, do you have anything else that you would like to say?
I just want people to know that that they can always they're always involved in agriculture, and that even if they think they don't, they are, and that it's important to tell people just how much it affects them.
Right. Well, again, good job and best of luck this weekend. It starts tomorrow over however many days. I'm sure you're, excited and anxious and all at once, but I just really feel like you're going to do well. And I can't wait to see the results. I have a feeling someone in your family, your mom, might just post what all happens. So I can't wait to see the pictures and everything. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you so much also for being on Trail Talk. We are very excited to have you today. And whenever we see how the weekend goes, we'll be sure and add a little word about that out there too. So I think it's time for us to go now. And if you recall, we always say happy trails when we sign off. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week on Trail Talk. Happy trails.